Hello, my beautiful ladies. Here I am, several days late into this week's video. I do have to apologize as I was on top of things and then I don't even know where the days went, quite honestly. And then I realized today during the day as I was running around, because I'm planning one of my good friend's 40th surprise party this weekend, as I was running around I realized, oh my god, I haven't even done my video this week. So a huge sorry. And what we'll do is I will do this week's video, and then still this weekend I will upload next week's video. However, you guys will still have the week to do this week's, and then we'll just continue on because I'll post the next one in time. So you'll have a little bit of an overlap with the two videos. However, this week's challenge is a really exciting challenge because it will help you with recruiting, and it's not really difficult at all, so you'll be able to handle that overlap with no problem at all. So let's talk about last week. I do want to mention a couple of things. You guys did fantastic with it. I don't want you to get discouraged, okay? Getting no's is not something, it's not always fun, because everybody will have their reason, whether it's financial, whether it's they're just too busy, whether it's they're doing another direct sales. But you have to keep in mind that the seed is planted, and once they come around or they continually see the success that you are having, as long as you put the work in and the success that you are having from that, they will come back and see you, including the people doing other direct sales. I kid you not. You'll have people messaging you out of the blue that said a really clear and concise no, that will message you and say, you know what, I'm ready now. So planting that seed is hugely important, and do not get discouraged with the no's that you're going to get, because those no's can become maybes and become future yeses. If you need to vent, or if you need to express emotions, by all means use me, message me, let's use each other. The environment that I've created on the Team Beautiful Nails Anytime page is a positive environment, but that doesn't stop you from asking people to, you know, I'm feeling kind of down this week, can people post some nice inspirational quotes, or, you know, give me some encouragement, and that's what I want us to do. So feel free to use the pages for that, including the leadership page, or message me, or your sponsors, or whoever you're comfortable with. That's what we're here for. So that being said, don't let that get to you, because everyone gets no's. I get no's too, but that doesn't stop me from loving what I do, and from loving my product, and from loving sharing the opportunity with everybody. So chapter 8 is a great chapter because it calls for recruiting, and if you've read the chapter, she has some good steps, some good ideas, but once again, it's a chapter that I like to take the gist of it and make it my own. I think I really should be writing my own book, but that I don't have time for that. So I'm going to just give you a synopsis of what she's saying, and give you the challenge that I want you to work on, taking what she said and taking what I've learned through direct sales. So chapter 8 is basically talking about, you're at the point where you've got your yes. You've got the person that says, okay, I'm ready to enroll, let's enroll me, let's do this, let's start. So you've got the person registered. What do you do from there? You've got the person that's enrolled, they've put their money in, they've ordered their stuff. Now what do? Do you become the type of sponsor that says, okay, I did my job, I enrolled you, you're on my team, and that's it? Or do we want to do what leadership is telling you? This is why we're shaping you. This is why I have so many on my team. Allison has so many on your team. Kira's got so many on her team. Because it's all about what you do once you've enrolled the people. So that's what we're looking at. And what I want you to do this week is I want you to make a recruiting checklist. What do I mean by that? I want you guys to set up a plan that you are going to use every single time you enroll somebody. Whether you want that checklist to be a checklist where you go, okay, these are the steps, I've broken it down into steps, and I've broken it down into weekly steps. So week 1, this is what I do with the person I've enrolled. Week 2, this is what I do with the person. Week 3, week 4, and then you can go into months if you want. After you've done week 4, okay, and then in month 3, this is what I'm going to do. Month 6. Break it down however you want, however you feel you're comfortable with. But I want in that checklist, for example, okay, I've enrolled somebody. Now what I do is 48 hours after I've enrolled with them, I give them a call, or I send them an email, or I send them a Facebook message if they're on Facebook, and I tell them, have you tried the products yet? How is it going? Have you tried the products yet? She obviously hasn't received them if you guys are in Australia. I'm thinking more local now. But okay, so let's go with, have you checked out the website? Have you checked out your website? Have you, gone into the site to see the products, the different products? Do you have questions for me? Have you come up with a date for your launch party, and can I be there to be able to help you with that? So these are the things that what you can do on your checklist. And then once you've booked the launch party, you've had the launch party, then maybe step 2 is touch base with her a week after the launch party. Have you contacted the people? Have you made your list of 100? Everything that we've done in leadership, you can incorporate into that checklist to make sure that you are giving a leadership role, or giving the leadership lessons that we are doing, and integrate that into your checklist so that you can continue that chain with your new reps. And you should be able to do that with every single rep. And if you do that with every single rep, guess what you're doing? You're creating superstars with those reps. So you might have a rep that's not so, it's a challenge for them to deal with an MLM and to deal with sales. But if you shape them and mold them from the beginning with that checklist, then that person has nothing but the opportunity to shine, because you're giving them everything that they need from day 1, and you're not giving it to them 6 months later where they're telling you, you know what, I think I'm going to leave, it's not working for me. You're molding them, you're there for them from day 1. So that checklist is huge. What I'd also like to do is I'd like to combine our checklist. If I see that there are things that we can add to it still, I want to polish it, and then what we're going to do is we're going to share it on the team page, the Beautiful Nails Anytime page with over 200, and give them that checklist even though they haven't done the leadership, because I think it's important for everybody to have a checklist, especially since we don't have our resources set up on our websites. I think that these are tools that are important for everybody to get from the get-go. So let's brainstorm together and come up with one big checklist that we can share. There are checklists for a lot of things that we can do. We can do what we're doing right now as a recruiting checklist. You can do a checklist for your hostesses. Once you've got someone that is willing to be a hostess but doesn't want to enroll, you can have a checklist of things that you want to talk to them about before the party, during the party, and after the party. And maybe a week after the party, 2 weeks after the party, 3 weeks, or after every client's received their stuff. There's so many checklists that we can do. But if you want to grow your team, and that's what I'm assuming you guys want to do because of leadership, then the most important tool is to have that recruiting checklist. The last thing I want to say is that we definitely don't want to be one of those sponsors that leave our people hanging. So we recruit someone, we've enrolled, and you know what? My job is done. I don't need to do anything else. They have questions, they can write on the page, or they can write to Amalia. This is not what I want us to do. This is not what I am. This is not what I want my superstars to be. So, that being said, I think you guys when you guys signed on that dotted line to do leadership, I'm pretty sure that you guys don't want to be those sponsors anyway. So I don't have to worry about any of you, but there are sponsors that are out there with Gel Moment, with Sensi, with Unique, with any direct sales, that they're just there to see their numbers go up and they're not willing to do anything for that. So we are not those people. We don't need to worry. So work on those recruiting checklists. If you guys need help and you don't really understand what I mean, feel free to message me or message on the page and I will explain it. But basically set up your checklist how you want, weekly, monthly, bi-monthly, however you want to do it. Break it up into sections, and these are things that you, if you put it there, it's because you're going to do it with every single recruit that you enroll. Alright? So, next chapter to read chapter 9, and we're almost done with leadership, and we'll be starting a new one after I take a break of a couple of weeks. I love you guys. I know we are all going through things in our lives. I do not forget that, because you guys are so patient with me, you don't forget that. Feel free to message me and let me know, and please do not feel bad that things are going on and you cannot do the challenges. All I ask is that you let me know, and a lot of you have let me know. So don't worry about that. You take what you can, you keep watching the videos if you need to, it's not a problem, okay? So hang in there. I love you. We've got 2 more chapters to go, and then it's graduation time. So enjoy this week's challenge with the checklist. Feel free to message me if you have any questions, and I love you. Mwah. Big kisses. Bye. Take care, guys. Talk to you next week on Sunday. Ciao.